Welcome back to The String, presented by Ringside, an American Dairy Goat podcast, where Jon and Tyler are still in Connecticut. They're done showing their senior does where Jon finished his Oberhasli and Tyler earned a leg on his beautiful Nigerian milker. Now it's time for them to show the juniors. Tyler thought it was pretty good.
We can make it smaller.
He saved it. I cut my picture. He's like, oh, I'm gonna bring her. I was like, Tyler, she looks pretty damn good. Just she's a little funky. I was like, so am I. I'm still going. This must have spilled milk.
Dairy strength, because I think this is something the dairy really a little bit more angular in my mind, but the general appearance is so profoundly visible on this goat, and I just have to go with this one today. As we take a look at this goat over the next goat, again, it will be that beautiful dairy strength. It will be also the general appearance that she has, that she's smoother in that front-end assembly. She's stronger in the chine, she's in the front-end, she's smoother in that Okay, this is our lineup for our Nigerian board. One is placing, when we take a look at this entire group, when we take a look at this junior kid at the bottom line, we want the angle of the cycle, the strength of the feet, length of the feet, and just a very nice solid sound state. And we start in up to the sitting, we get a little barrier, a little longer in the neck than the younger kids, but that's just how it comes really. And we certainly want to admire that. And this is a very correct kid here in the senior kid class here. Beautiful feet right number. Just very sound animal. And we're going to draw you early here. Tremendous general appearance and tremendous extreme length from a body and levels off the top line. Tremendous sound is being like beautiful tight toes. Just a real picture to look at. And when I take a look, I think the two notes that really stand out in my mind that are vying for champion are going to be the senior kid and this senior yearling here at the top of the line. And when we look at the added bonus of maturity, length of body, substance throughout, the senior yearling is going to be the champion here.
Close, especially with the new format with the smaller ones, the page numbers are way different because they're all higher now. So we've gotten rid of everything where it listed page number, and we're going to just put in by section number.
This is just thought when I started doing this. I felt like we really personally can't stick into it.
Okay, now we're here in the Oberhasli senior yearling class, dry yearlings. Tyler's got my doe Gossip, who I love this doe. I just can't wait to see her fresh. She's super wide, and she's got plenty of bone. I wish she was a little bit longer, but she's got a lot going for her, and I think once she kind of comes into her own, she'll be something really fun and special to show as a milker. But as you see, the judge has them all walk around in a circle. He wants to get a good look of them on the move, and then he wants a side-by-side. This was a fun class because there was a lot of nice does in this class, super long does, very different styles. So it just kind of depended on what the judge was looking for. And all four are quality does. So he had a really tough time choosing between the two. I don't know, tough time, but he hemmed and hawed about it. So did the other judges, you'll see. But he's taking a look at them, trying to get them to stand right. Come on, Gossip, get with the program here. right? We're seasoned vets. She is performing better on the collar than I thought, though, because she was a little bit of a wild child as a kid on the collar. And here you see the judge goes for Gossip to be in first place. Let's hear his reasons.
Standing here at the end of the line, know that we certainly admire for the straight hard legs that we see in her today. Thank you.
Thanks for judging Tabby, and then we'll start off with talking about what you're granting. I do want to make it clearly known that we're going to grant that length of body to the second place no, which is what made this a really difficult placement in my mind, because I love that length of body and the work that we have on our second place no over our first place no. Our first place no, when you look at her on the move and you see that she goes move away from you, she tracks with much more. You saw those her legs. Natural width between us. She has also more width across the top line, especially in the area of the loin. She has more width from curl to curl. She's a deeper body doe with a heart in the rear barrel. And she's just a dozen. She's standing on a little bit stronger rear pastern than we find in our second place doe. In 2 over 3, it's for the advantage that she has the length of body, levelness of home. Now in her turn is stronger about those rear legs. Less tendency to hot game as she travels about the world. She has the advantage now. Her turn body capacity being deeper and wider over the third place go. Then the third place go, the fourth place go, just for her overall strength that she's showing us across the top line. She's a devil. She's showing us directness, especially as she tracks her way through you. Really like the size and scale and building on first place go. I'm ready to know for a selection for the junior champion of Overhouse Division. Really admire the overall weight and depth
Got
of
it.
body and length of body that we see on the show. As we look at a dragon,
And if you don't want to be too over it.
weight between the hops and height.
You should have seen the milk and yearling I sold this week.
That's the thing, it's like, especially in the journey.
Now,
Like it being,
we're bringing our second place
something
down.
that's happened for 2 years,
For
you're
reserve.
in that, and you
Just
don't need to have
appreciate
60
the
left.
relay, a bit more, or strength and substance of bone for overall width throughout. And it's a pretty easy decision for me to make without this good for our reserve.
Holly Andrews, if you could head the ring to the Kiwi, it would be appreciated.
The wind really started to kick up in this ring, and it's just the way it was blowing. It was just catching the mic bad, and this judge was just a little bit, I don't know if it was softer spoken or just the way that the speaker was facing, it just wasn't catching well. So anyway, you get to hear me. Basically, he put Gossip in second place. As you can see, a really nice dry yearling in front of her. A lot of gives and takes between these does, and all 4 that are in the lineup, really. It's kind of how we find that junior shows goes. You know, one judge might be looking for length of body, and the other one might be looking for strength of legs, or depth of heart, or depth of rear barrel, or what have you. One might think that they need a little bit less conditioning. One might think that they need a little bit more. So it just all depends on the judge, really. But he's got her in second here. We were happy with it. She earned her dry leg in the previous ring. She was only in here because there was just 10 does. So we wanted to give somebody else the chance to earn a leg on a doe. Or, you know, if we won again, great. You know, that's how it goes. Hey guys, Future John here. So we got busy during this show. So here's a little bit of a recap of what happened. As you saw, Tyler's doe went grand champion, and she went grand in both rings. And mine went grand in the one ring, like you just saw, and not in the other. She didn't get anything in the other ring, which is fine. There was only 10, which is why she was in the ring. So anyway, Tyler got grand. You're going to see the best in show lineup here.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you for letting me see such an absolutely exquisite show again. Thank you for putting the money to come up to Connecticut and visit you and see some beautiful animals. As we take a look at this group of animals, our best junior in the show, let's start with the fawn down here, the bottom line. Such a powerful, substantial animal, walking on beautiful feet and legs, tremendous power and width. Then move to the Tagenberg, which again, lots of strength of bone, nice deep legs. This lovely, lovely Oberhasli here, so square, so sturdy on the feet, legs, and just a tremendous width between the hops. This very, very beautiful Nubian with so much style and elegance, so uphill. Just a very, very beautiful openness of width too. As we take a look at the Lamancha, tremendous power again and strength and width throughout. And then we move to the 40 grade here in the center. We'll select like an off center, I guess. And we'll take a look at her. Just, again, good, beautiful, strong feet, legs. This lovely alpine kid here with this tremendous width between the hops and the angularity throughout here. And then there's this Nigerian at the top of the line. And in my mind, when we take a look at the Nigerian, it's just a beautiful picture of levelness and length. And you don't see this kind of levelness and length in Nigeria. This is a new thing. This is state of the art right now. When you take a look at this, Nigerians tend to be a little shorter, not just in lengths, but also in body. So when you see that kind of length of body, it's really quite extraordinary. It stands out. In my mind, when I'm taking a look, I think that those that are really standing out to me that are saying, hit me essentially, is going to be the Nubian, the Lamancha, and the Nigerian. And when I take a look at the Nubian, actually, when I take a look at the Lamancha, she's a little more fleshy, there's a little bit more adipose on the outside edges, she's a little overlooked a little bit, not by much, but just there's a little bit there. And when you take a look at the Nubian, you take a look at the Nigerian, you're seeing the kind of areas that we're looking for, the kind of elements of width. When you take a look at the top lines, you have an extraordinary top line on this Nubian. You couldn't ask for a whole much more, but when you take a look at the top line on this Nigerian, it's just extraordinary. And you see this kind of extreme length on her, and just the correctness of those feet, legs, and the beautiful width between the hops, and the cleanliness up and the discussion. The Nigerian, we should best you.
Let's go!
In the other Best in Show lineup, it was my doe and Tyler's doe, and the judge was hemming and hawing between mine, the Lamancha, and Tyler's. And when it was all said and done, Tyler got the Best in Show ribbon too. So he had a great day. It was wonderful as a team. It was great. I finished a doe. I got a leg on a doe. Tyler got a leg and a reassurance dry leg on a doe, and also a milking leg on his one doe. So it was a good show. For a limited string and limited people to help out, it was a good show. Successful. It gets a little crazy at these shows, as you can see. What you're not seeing is the behind-the-scenes stuff because Tierney wasn't there, but it really was a busy day. It was bing, bang, boom. Nigerians, as soon as they were done, Oberhasli were up, and we just run. And then by the time Oberhasli were done, we catch our breath, maybe finish milking out does or whatever. Then it was on to either Best in Show lineups or what have you, maybe a quick lunch break, and then it was back right at it. So anyway, it was a great show. Let's catch a little bit of the extra B-roll, and then we'll see you next review. Dark, as you can see. Tyler and I are pulling into my driveway, but to recap, I finished a doe. Kyuram got 2 legs, 2 best of braids as well, so she's a finished champion now, which is super exciting. Tyler got a leg on one of his, right here at the arrows. Tyler got a milking leg on one of his does and best of breed as well, and then you got a grand champion with your dry yearling in both rings. I had a dry yearling win her class, super deep competition, so that was pretty exciting. Your milkers did good too. They did. They all placed really well, and then I ended up getting a leg on that doe. I've been waiting for it to freshen since she didn't catch last year. Got to finish her next week on the string. Tyler got Best in Show in both rings. Yeah, man. Purple and gold. Anyway, sorry for the last minute recap. We're going to unload these goats. Alrighty, we'll catch you on the next one. Tune in next week as Jon and Tyler head to Altamont, New York to try their hand at showing their bigger strings. Can they find success in the ring again? Tune in to find out.